it's been a long time. I'm Alex. I'm gonna be talking about the Lakers, and this video is gonna be about the rumors about DeRozan, Demar Derozan from the Spurs, which the part of the trade, of course, is gonna be Danny Green and Kyle Kuzma. Personally, do I like this trade? No. There's going to be some fans who would love this DeRozan trade and some who aren't going to be loving this trade either because, some people, Danny Green and Kyle Kuzma. Are they consistent enough to do 18 and 20 points like DeRozan? No, but to me, at least they attempt to shoot three-pointers. That's the thing that Lakers were dead last, and you're getting a guy who isn't going to be shooting threes with DeRozan, and it's going to be kind of hard because the paint is going to be clogged with DeRozan, and then you have LeBron James and also Anthony Davis. Is LeBron James really a spot-up shooter? Not really. Same thing with DeRozan. He's not really a actually spot-up shooter either, and he likes to have the ball majority of the time because that's what he is, and he's always the number one option for every single team he's in. But for the Lakers, he's going to be the third option. Yeah, there's going to be some nights where he is going to get you 18 and 20 exactly points, but there's going to be some nights, who knows what he's going to be getting and how many shots he's going to be getting to as well, because being a third option, you're going to get way less shots if you're the number one option and he's the best player on the team. Of course, he's going to take a lot of shots, but we definitely have to see because clogging the paint is going to be really, really bad with DeRozan there. So for me, I kind of don't want this trade, but you never know. This trade might actually end up happening too. But the problem is you're also going to have to get rid of some other players too. It's just not Danny Green and Kyle Kuzma, so you might have to throw in the 28th pick. Then I guess you try to match it. You guess if McGee does end up optioning in his contract and maybe a Quinn Cook and stuff like that to try to maybe match it. But I don't know, just for DeRozan and stuff like that, does it really make your team that much better? I don't think so. And the problem is he's also on a expiring contract, so he is going to be a free agent next year, which is probably good because at least if he doesn't do too well, you could let him walk. But the problem is you're giving all that asset for a guy to just walk next season. I kind of don't like that. So to me, the other option I would love is probably the Victor Depot one, but that one I'm kind of worried about his injury. That's the only problem with that one, but at least he's still the same age as like Anthony Davis. He's still a young player and he'd be good there, and at least he plays some defense and shoot three ball unlike DeRozan. So for me personally, I just don't like this DeRozan trade, but if it happens, it happens. We'll see how it goes. I think somehow LeBron James and Anthony Davis will somehow make it work for DeRozan to get his numbers and also to maybe make the team work, because there's going to be some nights for sure. I know that LeBron James isn't going to be playing, so there's going to be nights where Anthony Davis isn't going to be playing because they're going to take some days off, maybe some of those back-to-back games as well, because they just barely end up finishing their championship run as well and in the bubble. So of course, there's going to be those nights where we do need a DeRozan and play that and get those points, and when LeBron James or Anthony Davis is sitting out. I know it's just rumors at this point, so can't wait until next week, because next week is going to be free agency and the NBA draft as well. So I kind of want to see what Lakers are going to be doing with that 28th pick. Either they're going to be trading up or down, or maybe they're going to trade it in a package with Danny Green or Kyle Kuzma as well, because I know Kyle Kuzma, he does want that sizable contract extension. I'm not 100% sure what Lakers are going to be what he's asking for and what Lakers are going to give to him. I guess if it's like a really, really like a huge one, I don't think Lakers going to be keeping him. So I could see him getting traded until probably even the trade deadline as well. So we definitely have to see what Lakers going to be doing with Kyle Kuzma. And I know for sure every Lakers fans or majority of the Lakers fan, actually, not all of them, but majority of Lakers fan want Kyle Kuzma to be traded. Same thing with Danny Green. So I guess for the next couple weeks, we'll see if they're both still on this Lakers team by then, or even by the trade deadline. You never know. Something could happen there. But yes, next week is going to be exciting, and it's going to be exciting for the Lakers as well. I think I'm also going to do some free agency videos as well. So I'm going to do the point guards, the shooting guards, small forwards, and the center. I want to do all the position by the time it hits on Friday when free agency will actually start. I personally would love to keep the same team how it is like last year when we won the championship, but of course we're not gonna be able to bring every single player back because Lakers are just not gonna have the cap space to do that. Because I would love to bring back everyone just because of the chemistry, because the chemistry last year was so amazing, and also like even later on like Markieff Morris coming in, he did pretty solid. Then Dwight Howard, he did end up doing pretty well too because I kind of hated him before that, but then and then he played for the Lakers. He was pretty solid this year, so I kind of hate that. But overall, Lakers can't bring every single player back. So I don't. These are the guys that I don't see maybe coming back, or probably guys like Jared Dudley, J.R. Smith, and Deion Waiters. Those guys might not probably be back onto the team. Then there's the other guys who's gonna be optioning out. There's KCP. There is also Rondo. So those two guys right there, those are two more the point players I would love to keep. But I know for sure like there's gonna be not bigger teams, but there's going to be other teams who's going to probably give them bigger offers than what Lakers going to give those two players, because I know KCP, he fits a role for pretty much a lot of teams, 3 and D, and yeah, he's going to get probably paid somewhere else. Is Laker going to afford that? Probably not, but it's going to be up to him where he decides to actually end up going. So he's going to probably get more money somewhere else. I know one team is the Atlanta Hawks who actually wants to get him. They do have a lot of money and a lot of cap space. So maybe Lakers not going to afford him, and maybe they let him walk to Atlanta Hawks. But I got a feeling he definitely could probably stay because how well he played with the Lakers and, winning a championship. But I don't know if you're going to win a championship with the Atlanta Hawks, but we'll see there. Then Rondo, I heard he's asking for like $9 million. I don't know if Lakers are going to give him $9 million. Maybe $9 million for 2 years, and with the player option or something like that, or a team option, but I don't see Lakers are going to give him a $9 million contract. So we definitely have to see there, because you might have to see him walk, and maybe you're going to have to get someone else at the point guard spot. Then you have Dwight Howard too as well. He's going to be a free agent, and he probably get paid going somewhere else and make a little bit more money, or he stays to try to win another title. Then there is Joe McGee, who could be optioning out. I'm not 100% sure if he's going to be doing that. Then he probably can be optioning in, I'm guessing. Then for Avery Bradley, I don't think he's going to be optioning in with that $5 million deal, which would have been a definitely steal for the Lakers, because he did end up signing a new agent. So signing a new agent, I got a feeling that meaning he is leaving more likely than actually staying, but who knows. I hope he does stay for the $5 million, because that'd be really, really, really good for the Lakers right there. I almost forgot too as well, there is also Markieff Morris. That's the guy I forgot about. He is also a free agent. I think he also ended up getting a new agent like Avery Bradley as well. I wonder if they're gonna. I know he has a twin brother who has the same agent now with him as well. So I wonder if they're gonna ask for both of them to be in the same package to sign both of them. But I would prefer to get Markieff Morris back, and he did end up doing really, really solid for us, and we got him for free as well from the buyout market instead of trading for his brother Marcus Morris. So that was pretty good. So him working out really well. From the buyout market, and he did his thing, made those 3-point shots when we needed to, and he also played some really, really solid defense as well. So to me, I would love to bring him back, but we just have to see what Rob does, and I know it's gonna be a lot of things Rob's gonna have to do, and got a lot of decision to make as well, who's gonna keep and who's gonna get rid of. So yeah, I trust Rob on this and see what he end up doing. I was talking about Markieff Morris. I was talking about the Houston Rockets series. He definitely really helped us there, especially knocking down those threes, and also end up playing some really, really solid defense. And we replaced Markieff Morris in the starting lineup, and Joe McGee and also Dwight Howard didn't really play that series. So yeah, Markieff Morris, he did step up in that series. I do end up trusting Rob Pelinka a little bit more as well, because last year after we couldn't get Kawhi Leonard, but after that we signed players, then they would just keep coming, and then after that more players were just signing, and then you know what, he made the team and did end up working out, getting the coaches right too as well, like just not getting Frank Vogel, you end up getting Jason Kidd, Ryan Hollins and stuff like that too as well. So those coaches did end up helping a lot too. But for me, the last couple of years, probably you wouldn't trust Mitch and freaking Jim that much, but because they don't know how to do anything. I think we just gave Jim like one extra year. I think he should have been fired 1 year earlier, because we would never probably would have got that Luol Deng contract, or even Mazdov, horrible contract as well. At least we got rid of Mazdov, but then again, you had to get rid of D'Angelo Russell. But Luol Deng is still on the contract right now. I hope they do end up taking it out, because that $5 million could definitely help out the Lakers a lot, especially if you get rid of that Luol Deng contract. But we have to see what the NBA is going to do with that. But you know what? To me, at least you could trust the front office now. And plus, we do have two superstars in LeBron James and Anthony Davis on this team as well. So that makes it even more easier to get players that you probably kind of want. Back in the days, you probably couldn't get those players just because how our team was running, and luckily they're not here anymore. So we got better front offices now, and at least we could definitely trust them. And we'll see what they do with the late first round pick as well, with the 28th pick, because I kind of do trust them there as well, because they've been getting some really solid picks around there too as well, because we end up drafting guys like Josh Hart, Larry Nance Jr., Zubats is another player. There is also Jordan Clarkson. You also end up getting some other players too, but those guys, of course, they're pretty solid role players, and they're still playing in the NBA right now. So I think I still trust them getting someone for the 28th pick, and probably someone for the future. Who knows? Because you're gonna need some young players after LeBron James leaving, and you might want to have another young star right after and play with Anthony Davis. Is that gonna always happen? Probably not, because at least with the 28th pick, there's not going to be too much expectation with the Lakers and stuff like that. If you're like the first round pick, then yes, because everyone's going to be complaining and want you traded in the next couple days. I think that's going to be it for me. I'm Alex, and I talk about the Lakers, and hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to see some more of these Lakers videos. I'm definitely going to do some of those free agent point guards, shooting guards, small forward, and center. I'm gonna do all the positions, so in the next couple days you'll probably see all of them as well before probably the free agency starts.